Hello, if you don't know me, my name is Katrina Rose. I'm 19. I live in East Devonport, Tasmania. I live with my grandmother, but she's my mum to me, and I also live with my brother. I was born with a genetic disability, spinal muscular atrophy type 2, also known as SMA. This means over time, my muscles will get weaker and waste away. With this video and the videos I'm going to make, I'm hoping to give you an inside look at what it's like living with SMA, what we struggle to do and the dreams we want to achieve but can't, the problems that occur during our daily lives. Now just imagine what I'm about to say. How would it affect you? How would you feel being only 2 years old and being told by the doctor that the rest of your life won't be easy, that you will never walk and you won't live to be older than 10? How would your family feel knowing they may only get 10 years with you, that you won't have a normal childhood? Growing up, not knowing why your body won't work? Why can't you do what everyone else does? Why are you different? I was lucky that I did get 3 years where I could walk a little. I got my first wheelchair at the age of 4. Now you're in school. School can be hard enough as it is. Kids can be cool. But having a disability is a lot harder. Getting treated like you are contagious, especially from the boys. You feel like you don't fit in and always an outsider. When it came to an activity where you needed a partner or a group, no one wanted to work with you. So sometimes you end up working alone. Going to the leavers dinners alone, missing out on school camps and activities. No privacy, having people to dress you, shower you, and take you to the toilet. That's something you never get used to. Being hoisted to get into bed or onto the commode, to have a shower or go to the toilet takes a bit of time. So if your show was on in 10 minutes, sometimes you had to miss it. The struggle to clean or change your room around. You can only lift something that weighs no more than a kilo. From your wheelchair, you can't reach the floor to pick up things and put them away. You can't lift your arms up high enough to clean your shelves or to clean your wardrobe out. You're not strong enough to open your dressing table drawers to put stuff in there. You can't do any of that without help. Sometimes you need help to feed yourself. Your arms are tired and weak. Today, your fork is so heavy it feels like you're holding a brick. So somebody has to feed you. You've had a couple of times where you've nearly choked to death. Your throat muscles are weak and you have trouble swallowing some foods. Things you used to love to eat, you can no longer touch. When eating, there's always the fear of choking. You can't get away from things you're afraid of. For example, a spider. Things you used to be able to do and love to do, like swim, ride a bike, sit on the nice warm sand at the beach. In my case, walk and crawl. But then you can no longer do it. Being in town and there are some shops you would love to go in, but there are stairs, so you got to wait outside. When you need to go to the toilet, when you're out and you can't because the equipment you need is at home and none of the toilets have them, you need assistance to pick the things up that you want to buy and push the trolley and to help carry your shopping bags when you're going to school, and if your class is upstairs and the lift breaks down, you've got to go home. You can never stay at a friend's place because they may have stairs and you need a hoist and someone to hoist you and do all your personal care. Friday nights when all your friends are cruising around and at a nightclub, you're stuck at home because you need a wheelchair car or a wheelchair taxi, and where I live, getting a wheelchair taxi is very hard overnight. Some of the nightclubs are not wheelchair accessible. You get sick very easy because your immune system is not very strong. Overnight, you struggle to breathe, so your doctor provides you with a CPAP machine to push some air into your lungs. You're not strong enough to turn and adjust yourself overnight, so you have to sing out or call someone in the house to assist you. This can be up to 8 times a night. Your hips, your legs, and your bum aches for always sitting in the same spot. You can't clean up after your dog. He wants to go for a walk, but you can't reach the lead and put it on him. You can't feed him, can't reach for a dog bowl. You're not strong enough to take the lid off things. You can't bath him. You can't even pick up the dog. You can't get yourself a drink or a snack. You can't reach to get stuff out of the fridge, and you're not strong enough to pour yourself a drink. You're not strong enough to take lids off bottles or open a can. Being on a disability pension may seem better than working, but it doesn't give you a lot of money, especially being under 21. Once you pay board and pay your phone bill and buy some food, drinks and food for your dog, it doesn't leave much. So if you need to replace something like your TV, you can't afford it. No one gives you the chance and gives you a job. Say you're watching a movie and once it finishes you want another one on, you would have to get someone to help you. Now, let's talk about travelling. Well, for people like me to travel is so much hard work because all of the equipment we need. Most of the hotels don't have a hoist, and the boat rooms are not big enough to have a hoist in there, and because of my breathing I'm not allowed to fly, and I'm terrified of planes. The next thing I'm going to talk about everyone struggles with, love. I have ever had one boyfriend and it ended badly. I've liked heaps of guys but never have found one that likes me back. Now I'm trying a new thing. If I like someone, be friends with them. But they still don't really want anything to do with me. People think I'm guy crazy, but I'm not. What I really want is to be accepted and loved by the opposite sex. Someone to see me, not the wheelchair. My brain works fine, it's just my body that doesn't. People think because I'm in a wheelchair, it stops me from experiencing a lot of things able-bodied can do when they're in a relationship, but it doesn't. I can do lots of things, but I wish I could find the one who would give me the chance and the time of day. I also suffer from depression. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to be here. I hate my family and friends watching me waste away. Being overweight is a serious problem for me. It makes me feel ugly and self-conscious. And I get in my head that it's why no one likes me and no guy find me attractive. I would love to be able to go to the gym or ride a bike to lose the weight, but I can't. Once it's there, I can't lose it because I can't exercise. Everyone around me is having kids, starting a family, getting their ills, getting in a relationship, thinking of their future and starting their career. My career to be is a nail technician, but I don't have the strength. One other thing I get really down about is how I can't get down on the ground and play with my two nephews, how I can't pick them up and give them a hug or take them out on outings to the park or to the pool. People are always saying I'm lucky because I don't have to walk or do chores around the house, but I would never wish this life on anyone, not even my worst enemy. Now let's talk about some of the good things. Well, when I was 6, Make-A-Wish granted me a wish, and I chose to go to Disneyland in Los Angeles, and I got a lovely family and an awesome group of friends. I got a beautiful Pomeranian. His name is Jaffa. I take my little nephew a ride on my footrest. He loves that. Well, I think that's about it. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video. Stay tuned for more videos about my life. See ya!